Hello everybody, this is Doug Friend at Historical Board Gaming. I thought I'd give you an update. Sorry it's been a while. Um, been very busy, of course. It seems to be the only tune I know anymore is busy, busy, busy. Been working a lot. As you know, I went on vacation a couple of weeks ago. I went to Destin. Luckily we came back the day these storms started coming in, so we had 7 days of perfect weather. Celebrated my daughter's birthday while we're down there. We all had a great time and got nice and rested up to come back and hit it hard. Few things. I'm going to try to give another update probably weekly through the end of the year, and I'm really going to try to do that. As you know, we posted the 1936 rules update. Of course, as soon as I posted it, someone goes, hey, what about the coastal defense ships? And I was like, in all this time, we haven't had, what I consider a major problem with it. And it's like, oh man, all the reference sheets are incorrect, the rules, so we're gonna have to fix that. But I let everyone know 4 weeks. Send in anything you see in those rules. Someone already sent something about the map and the zones. We'll fix that. But 4 weeks, I want to get them all in because I want to get the final so I can get these books printed, and like I promised everyone who pre-ordered, they would get a printed copy, and then we'll also have some for sale. But I want it to be as right as it can be, and anything after that, we'll start a fact sheet on the website. That way, if there is any changes or fixes, that can be in there until the next revision down the road. So let's get that done. A lot of you saw the Colonials expansion. Markers are being made. The rule set is being formatted. It's being checked by the designer, and that should be out in the next couple of weeks as well. So those will be going, and hopefully people have been following the 1914 Global War game. Bob was here a couple of weeks ago. We went through it. It's going really well. I'm very pleased with how it's coming together. I think you've seen some videos on it, and we'll be getting that worked up for next spring. People have been asking about the 2025. We've got the pieces to China for the 3D models, I should say, and we're going to wait on the masters. We're going to try to get all that done. I want to do a pre-order once I get it closer, because I really need to know how many people are going to be interested in it. I think we have a pretty good following. It's going to be 6 factions. We want to supply all the pieces for it, so you can buy it in one lump sum of pieces, the map and all the aids to go with it. So that's right around the corner. We're trying to get that fixed up for you. And what else we got? 1985, Global War 85. If you're not following Chris Atkins on his Facebook, or I should HBG's Facebook page, doing a lot of great stuff there. I'm going to Indianapolis in 3 weeks to play with him and a few of the guys that he's been playtesting with. So that should be fun. I get to play test it. He was here a couple months ago. We went through it, but it's at a point where it's a solid game. We're just fixing little things here and there, and it needs to be play tested more and more to work out the bugs. So look for that again I'd say mid next year. And that's a big game, but it's going to be really nice. Chris did a great job on it, so I think you'd be pleased. And then going back to Global War 1914, it was such a big, I was telling the other designers, like 3.5 years I've just been throwing money at it, and guys coming here to play test, and we've changed the things. I wasn't happy with it. I kept throwing monkey wrenches in it, and the guys, I think they were getting a little frustrated. I know Will was, and finally Bob stepped up and said he would finish it. Will was spent. He had worked so much on it, and I had kept changing things, so I worked closely with Bob, and we took it through the finish line. Not to say anything against Will, because Will, smart. He was just I think overwhelmed with my vision of what I had, and I convinced Bob of what I wanted. And of course, Bob and I we went after it a few times too. But I think you're going to be very, very happy with it. Prequel, the core game, Russian Civil War, and 3 different modules. You can play, combination of, and make it as long as you want, more historical as you want, things like that. So it's coming. And we'll also have an interwar game that will be able to connect the 1914 game to the 1936 game. So it's more of a module, but it will let you get through, those interwar years. So again, we get a lot of new stuff, a lot of new markers. The Russian set is in production. The red and the brown colors are up first, and then when those come in, I will get the plum and the maroon colors next. And of course, the 2025 stuff's in production. The masters, it takes a while on that stuff, but a lot of things have come to a head here on trying to get it all done. I've added a lot of new things to the website. We're trying some new things with social media. I think some of you people, if you follow our Facebook page, and if you don't, please follow them, like them. If you're into the Global War 1914 game, the Global War 36 game, the Global War 65 game that Misha's working on, Global War 85, Global War 2025, go onto those Facebook pages and like them, follow the updates. And of course, Historical Board Gaming, it's got its main website or Facebook page that more content will go there that's more general. But if it's more specific to those other ones, we're going to prop it out there. If it's 85 related or 1914 related, we'll go to those Facebook pages. And we'll also get some newsletter info out for people who don't even follow social media. Also, Twitter is out there, and we're going to try to generate some more interest on that with some prizes, and I'll let you know that a little later here. I want to show you some of the new things, but if you have any questions, email me, doug@historicalboardgaming.com. I know there's some people who are having problems with checking out. We don't know unless you let us know if there's problems. So we'll try to get them fixed. I'm here. A lot of you probably deal with Chris, who's my warehouse manager, and we're trying to get all those items fixed for you and keep everything smooth, especially going in through the holidays here. And I want to show. I'm gonna actually probably stop the video and then turn the video around, because you can't stop. As far as I know, you can't turn this thing around once you start recording on these iPhones. But if you can, you're smarter than I am. But anyway, we got some prizes, but I do want to show you some new things on the website and show you how to actually get around on some things. But I just want to do it real quick, so just give me a sec. Okay, I'm back. Want to go show you something real quick here. If you go into my site and type in like HBG, these are part numbers. ACRs are acrylics. And if you just put HBG-ACR, I'll put a dash afterwards, but you don't have to. You get these acrylics. And go order by newest. And it changes. And you'll see the latest markers. We just added this elite marker. That's going to be in the 1914 game. Naval infantry, motorized. There's a marker convoy that's closed. A new NATO marker, reserves. And I think you all saw some of the military branch. These are the flight stand markers that go in those metal flight stands. They're generic Marine, Air Force, Space Force, Navy, Army, and Coast Guard. And that's... This Marine marker has the incorrect picture, and I will fix that. I just saw that because we have a motorized here. We have some control markers, a new trade marker, a trading post, secret air base, and this is based on the X1, so more 1960s. There's a prototype marker. And some of these were asked, we had people asking about them, so we made a bunch of them. Mandate, Genius, Experimental, and you're going like, why are we using these for? What are they for? Well, you can use them for whatever you want to use them for. We actually have a lot of people that don't even play Axis and Allies that buy markers from HBG. We have an elite marker, demoralized, uprising, which is similar to the partisan, but since it's an uprising, it's not the same. Free city. Then we got explored, unexplored, in supply, out of supply. We have synthetic oil markers, capitals, so different colors. That way, if you want to change the Dutch capital, the free French. We'll add more colors. If you see a color that you like, let us know. We'll add it. And then, of course, we've been adding all these flight stand markers. This one is the Army. It's in the green. The propellers are filled, which is the designation for Army. This is Navy. You got the little anchor, and they're blue. There's a mole. We got more supply markers. We got some formation markers here for people who play Napoleonics or any of the line battles. So, wedge, column, square, skirmish line. So those are in there. We'll add a few more to those. We got a trench fighter, again, World War I. It's going to be in their global game. There's the Air Force flight stand markers. And there's a new NATO marker. Actually, it's been around, been in my inventory a while, just wasn't up on the website. CBRN, and then we got submerged. I think Misha was asking for that marker, so we added it. Free City, and then we're going down to the ones we've had on now, Alien and things like that. So anyway, these are the new markers, and you can do the same thing with rondelles. HBG-RDL is the part number for all the rondelles. So again, sorted by newest, and you will see what the latest and greatest is. Philippines, we've got, I think this was more for the Banana Wars, Philippine Republic, Revolution. Then you got Romania, there's an alternate flag, Denmark. These have been around a while, but this is the newest. I think we filled some holes with some other ones. So I'm looking here. It just keeps coming back. We've got a bunch of new ones coming. So probably the next couple of weeks, you'll see, I've had some people asking about the Barbary Wars, 30-Year War, Sicilian Wars. So we're going to have things like that coming up pretty soon. But let's go to prizes. What are we doing to the end of the year? Go to prizes. Right here, and I'll read it. HBG, we're giving out prizes for 3 categories each week, Monday through Sunday. So if you've ordered today, you'll be in this week's drawing. Each week we have 3 winners, and you can choose from a prize from the appropriate category. But there are guidelines, guys. You must be registered on our website with an account and an email. You can only win once per week. So if you're very lucky, you could win every week to the end of the year. But prizes are listed in the category. You will be emailed if you have won in that category, and you can choose the prize. Winners will be notified by email on Mondays, and we'll have until Sunday night at midnight to pick the prize, or it'll be forfeited. Prizes will be added on a weekly basis, more or less. When I say that, I'll explain that. Category 1, HBG order. Anytime you order through the week, you'll be put in the prize. So I'll take the HBG order number to the last order number on Sunday night, do a random number generator, and pick a winner. And that'll be category 1. Category 2, social media. Go to any of our Facebook pages or Twitter, retweet, share it, and I'll look up the shares at the end of the week, and you'll go in for a possible chance to win. But make sure your privacy settings are set to ensure that we can see who is sharing. We did one on the 85 website Facebook page and shared for some 3D printed ones, and I only got about 1/4 of the people that I could even see who shared it because of the privacy settings. So you need to check that, or it'll be for nothing. Category 3, house rule. Any house rule for one of HBG markers or units sent to us will count as an entry. We'll post them on a website under that particular piece. Please be sure to include the part number of the unit of the marker you're referring to. So, but you can only do it one. I mean, if you send me 40 house rules in a week, you're only going to get one. But, I'm more than happy to take 40, but it's only one entry. And we'll post it under that marker or unit as your house, the house rule, and we'll put it down in there. So the prizes, right now, I've got approximately 5 prizes under each category, and these will be added. I mean, I'm looking down the road. I think I have an extra couple Axis and Allies games. I also have, we did discontinue Global 36 V2 because the V3's been out a year now, and I have a few left, and we'll give some of those out, but I'll add those in the coming weeks. So right now there's like a $25 gift certificate. You could add up to your your reward points. That way you can get 25 off. This one has 4 packs of GHQ, the BTR 80s. Some of you are into the more modern stuff. 4 packs, that's a pretty good prize. There's a 172nd model by Plastic Soldier Company. 3 tanks in this box. 28 millimeter U.S. infantry box by Perry Miniatures. And Global War 1914, 36, and 85 poster. 85 posters actually just came in. I just sent some today to Chris for his playtest group, and that's coming up in a couple of weeks. Then category 2, same thing. The first one, they all have the 25, but you got some different packs of. Well, actually, this one is 4 packs of GHQ BTR 80s. I'm gonna have to double check that. I didn't think I had that many. This one has a JS2 tanks, T-34 85 tanks, and these are by Warlord. And the last one, some different GHQ ones there in the poster. So these are very similar, but you can win every week to the end by doing 3 things. So please check into it, and we'll be adding some bigger and better prizes. I have some books. Well, if you guys have any suggestions that you like to see as prizes, send me an email, doug@historicalboardgaming.com, and let me know. Please send the house rule to doug@historicalboardgaming.com, or it won't be counted. So please follow these, and once we let you know, so next Monday I'll send the first week winners out, and you've got till the following Sunday to let us know which prize in the category you have, or you'll be forfeited, and it go to the next week. So that's all I wanted to tell you on that. You'll see some new things coming up. I'm getting a lot of new items, so trying to get ready for the fall, where a lot of people are playing inside. So there's some new markers or any new things that you want to see. We've added, decals, accessories. The accessories, let's go to the accessories real quick. We still have the battle bucks and battle charts, the labels, the clay chips. We added some bicycle chips, which is the 8 gram, but we also have these 14 gram chips, a lot nicer. They got the dominations not printed, but it's a decal, but it looks really good. So you should check those out. Very reasonable. Let's go back. I mean, there's 100 chips in there for $29.95. So you need to check that out. And of course, the flight stands. We got some hobby tools. We got a nice array of different kinds of magnets if y'all have any kind of things you're doing with boards and things like that. So box sets. The box sets are broken down by the wars, of course. So if you pick World War I, we got them down to, like Britain, and it has them down in there. And you'll start seeing some more of these. Like I said, we're going to go back to like Napoleonic. I've always wanted to do Napoleonic pieces. We're trying to get some markers made for them, because I do have Napoleonic people asking for those nice hardboard markers. So you'll see, this increasing. So anyway, the markers, the battle pieces, like I said, we'll be getting the Russian pieces in for all the people who pre-ordered those. And I am going to fix this. Right now, as you can see, there's like 19 tabs of new stuff. I'm going to bring that back down to 0, where nothing is showing. And what I'm going to do is every week, I'm going to put what week it is or something, and that way, and I will list each thing that is new. So you'll be able to look at the new and see, let's click on it and it'll go to it. It's kind of like the markers. If you go over here to markers and go down to complete list, I'm going to do it something like this. That way you can go down blockhouse, boom, clicks to it. So the new will be a lot easier. And I've been adding, markers to this, so all our new markers are in here. And if you happen to go in here and you see something that's not there, let me know. I mean, I want to add it. I want to fix it. I do have a few people that'll say, hey, this says this, but it's not this. I had an incident the other day where someone ordered ordnance set, I better spell it right, ordnance set number 1, and he said, hey, I should get 2 of each of these, and the picture was actually not correct. We only showed 1 of everything except for the one piece that had 2 different colors. Whoops. So I just updated it a few minutes ago, showing the exact ones that you're getting. So things like that. I mean, if there's a problem, let me know. I want to fix it. I've got so many products that I want to make sure. Now, one last thing, Global War 36v3. You got the game expansion. If you go to the game and you click on it, rules and download here. There was a couple links here that you could download stuff, and I moved it so when you click on it, it actually goes to the other tab, which is, I'm going back, which is download rules down at the very bottom. 3D expansions are here, the accessories are there, expansion sets are here. So if you go to download rules, you got a recommended parts list, download the rules 3.0, which is the latest and greatest, and then all the reference sheets. But I will be updating these reference sheets because, like I said, the coastal defense ship is incorrect. And in 4 weeks, less than 4 weeks, we will want to update these rule sets. I'm going to give it to the person who's formatted it, and one last time, and then it's going to go to the printer. And then I want to send them out to all the people that pre-ordered, since I promised everyone one. So anyway, if you see any changes, it says please send any and all corrections and feedback to Doug@historicalboardgaming.com. I'm getting people sending it to me in text. I'm getting people sending it to me in Messenger. I'm seeing them on Facebook comments. And guys, I cannot access so many different ways. I mean, you can contact someone. So I got guys that are personally, they'll text me, and it might be I'm away from the office or whatever, and try to get back. Oh yeah, where was that at? Was he in Messenger? Was he in my Facebook comment? Was it a text? Was it an email? Which email? So if you can get it all to Doug@historicalboardgaming.com, I can keep it one place, and it's a lot easier for me to access. And that way it ensures that we get everything correct, because we want this as the best, the best format, the fewest mistakes, and everything else. Sorry guys, I got a phone call and kicked the video off, but I was pretty much done. Just letting people know, send me the email at Doug@historicalboardgaming.com. That way I'm not hunting all over, the internet for these comments. So anyway, I hope everyone has a great fall. The weather in Oklahoma has been great. I wish it would stay like this for a while. I feel like I'm refreshed. I'm coming in early. I'm here usually by 5:45 to 6 in the morning, but it feels good. I get a lot accomplished between the website, social media, all the new design. I get to work on a lot, and there's still a lot coming, a lot coming that I've got in the works. It just, sometimes takes a little longer to get out to everybody, but I've got a lot of new products, a lot of new rondels, new markers, new aids, the games. We've got a midway game that we've been working on for a while, and it's finally finishing up. New 3D pieces for it, nice rule set, play aids. It looks really nice. So again, we should have a good fall with some nice products. Again, thank you. This is Doug. Appreciate everyone, and we'll talk at you later. Bye.